Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be responding to a Twitch e-girl who actually called me out, right? So this is actually more or less a response to one of the females that we recently featured in a video here on the channel. I made a video a couple days ago talking about like the new Twitch ASMR meta that was kind of going viral over on Twitter and over on Twitch and whatnot, and I showed a few examples, of course, of what was going on too, I think. And one of the girls that was featured in that video who did that, right, appears to think that the story was being spun, right? Appears to think that people who were making videos talking about this, and I guess me also in particular, apparently we got a lot of parts of this story wrong, right? And she wanted to clear the air, right? Well, before we even get into it, man, I'm just gonna say this first. You're not gonna really see the name of this person. I'm gonna be blocking out the the name, all of this, because in my personal opinion, I think it's pretty clear that this person just wants attention from this situation. I think the only reason that they're going to the extents that they are is that so that people give them attention, right? Because you don't just like go on Twitch with an ASMR ear microphone and start sucking on it for however many people watching you if you don't want attention, right? Like that's not something you do if you're not seeking out some sort of validation or attention from people on the internet. I don't care what anyone says. These people cannot argue that they just enjoy doing this so very much that that's the only reason that they're on Twitch. And I'm going to prove this with one of the tweets in this thread here in a little bit. I just wanted to clear this all up and let you know. That way you weren't confused. But yes, everything is blacked out, I guess, in order to, number one, prevent them from saying that I'm brutally harassing them or encouraging harassment, because that's, funny enough, one of the first points made. And second off, to prove that this isn't for attention or clout, because I got called a clout chaser and accused of doing this for attention. I mean, I make content on the internet. Inherently, a part of it is for attention. I'm not making videos on YouTube for 0 people to watch, but a lot of YouTubers, podcasters, and news articles are getting my story wrong. I think that I deserve to share my side of the story while being brutally harassed all over the internet, don't you think? Please contact me for an interview. Now, obviously, I'm not going to contact her for an interview because, well, number one, I don't really do interviews. I've only done like a couple of them ever, pretty much, and they were never for a situation like this. It makes no sense to interview somebody for this if your story is, so misguided or whatever by us. You have social media outlets. You can correct the story yourself. You don't have to, get an interview and featured on someone's channel so you can basically get clout and attention from all of this in order to clear the story up. Like on Twitter, just write a thread of tweets if the story's so wrong. That's one way to handle it, I guess. You obviously have Twitter. Go on stream and address it on video, right? But of course, at the end of the day, it wasn't actually about correcting the story. That's what I have to say about that. It wasn't about correcting the story with me. So basically, I responded to this tweet, right? If you want to share your side of the story, then just do it on Twitter. If you feel like I got anything wrong with what I said in my video, you can let me know here and we can talk about it. I don't see the necessity personally to do an entire interview about a 10-minute discussion. I don't think that I was being rude when I said that. I feel like I was a pretty logical thing to say, right? I feel like anyone can figure out how to use Twitter enough to, I guess, express their side of a story. It really isn't that hard, but of course, that just doesn't work, right? You got to do an interview, everybody's channel, in order to get your word out, because, you can't do it in any other way, apparently. Conveniently, you can only do it in the way that gets you the most attention, so you got a lot wrong. Doing an interview with Dying Food soon, hope I can squeeze it all in. I will add that I find it absolutely ironic that esports jocks are going after me when it was us band geek, color guard, nasty freaks who started gaming to get away from bully jocks first. This tweet, to me, is just simply coping. Like, why are you dumping your personal trauma out to me in Twitter? I asked you to explain what was wrong with the video. I didn't ask you for your backstory on why you started gaming in high school. I'm sorry that while you were in band or color guard or whatever, the fucking jocks of the class were bullying you or whatever. I'm sorry to hear that, but it doesn't really have anything to do with me. I don't know what you're talking about. That's insane. And then esports jocks, that's who she addresses in this tweet, which is weird because obviously I'm not an esports jock, I don't think. I mean, I occasionally maybe watch some esports like 5 times a year, right? It's nothing like she's making it out like I'm scump or something like that, bro. What are you talking about? It's funny that we're trying to gatekeep gaming because you were in band and you did it to get away from the jocks. Literally all you're telling me is, yeah, I have undiagnosed trauma from high school. Yeah, I have memories from 13 years ago that I still can't get past. I don't know, this sounds like something to tell your therapist, but my community was the first to code Pokemon cards into GTA, and it was because I would play play Ash Ketchum. I can do his voice perfect, and you gained a lot of followers during Pokemon card heists and blaming PETA for taking Pikachu from me because Pokeball was too small of a living space. So at this point, it just sounds like schizophrenia is coming through in the text, right? Like, literally nothing that's being said has anything to do with the situation at hand. So first and foremost, notice how throughout all these tweets, right, she was talking about how her side of the story wasn't getting told on why the ASMR meta of basically sucking on an ear microphone wasn't weird, right? That was supposed to be what was going on. We were supposed to be talking about the Twitch clip that I talked about, right? Where I basically said that these ASMR streamers are basically doing this for money or attention because there's no other reason to do this on Twitch, and that people get banned for way dumber shit and nothing ever really is said or done about those kinds of situations, but yet these people can roam free on the platform doing that. But she's arguing about who was the first to code Pokemon cards into GTA and who played Ash Ketchum and who can do his voice perfect, as if I give a fuck about literally any of these things. Like, it actually started confusing me, dude. Blindsided me that this is where the argument went within like 4 tweets. So also note that this is also a blatant lie about me, right? She says, I gained a lot of followers doing Pokemon card heists and blaming PETA for taking Pikachu, but I have never made a video about either of these situations. I mean, I don't even know what the fuck she's talking about here, but you can literally look through my channel and those videos were never made. So how did I gain followers from 2 situations that I never got involved with or made a video on? I don't know how that's possible. She doesn't know how that's possible, but just saying random shit, it helps when you have no fucking point, I guess. I don't know what else to say. I started this in 2018 when Facebook Gaming announced their existence. I thought it was a good platform to start on because it wasn't saturated. It took me forever to gain these 40k because gaining followers is hardest on that platform of all platforms. I was one of Facebook Gaming's most popular GTA RP streamers until they convinced Lord Keeban and Vader to jump ship. Now all they do is watch my streams and copy everything I do on NoPixel before I can make it viral on my own. I'm living in a trailer right now, LOL, and even though I've been a Facebook Gaming partner for over a year, got partnered December 2020, and y'all think I some rich thought exploiting young men, LOL, when really I'm just a weirdo, silly freak who grew up with shows like Jackass. I love the art of cringe. Oh, trust me, you're good at the art of fucking cringe, okay? You're good at that part. You're not very good at much else, it seems, but you're good at that part. So, yeah, you'll see it's just incoherent rambling, you know? Like, none of this has anything to do with anything we're supposed to be talking about. Like, I actually extended the offer to correct this story in good faith. I've done this multiple times. You know, if you feel like I got something wrong in a video and I made a video talking about it, you were in it, you thought I got something wrong, feel free to reach out to me. If I got something wrong, I will correct it. I'll pin a comment or something, right? I'll tweet something. I've done this multiple times, okay? It's not like this is anything new for me, right? So if I did make any mistakes with anything I said, why can you not point them out? Why are we talking about your fucking Facebook Gaming deal? Fuck it, while we're talking about yours, let me talk about mine. I signed to a Facebook Gaming deal in December 2021. You know, I've had such a good time making videos on that platform. It's so cool. You see how that means fucking nothing? How it has nothing to do with anything we're talking about? Apparently she can't, because it's like the only thing she can flex. She's done literally nothing else that's like redeemable, I guess. I don't even know what else to say. Like, there's nothing redeemable else other than a clip of you sucking a fucking microphone on Twitch and Facebook Gaming content, and that's all you've done. But yet you're sitting here telling me how you did this. Like, congratulations, I guess? What the fuck do I care if you live in a trailer or not? Like, what is that supposed to mean? Because if you lived in a mansion, that would mean that whatever you did was better? And notice how she'll, like, put words in my mouth, right? Like, y'all think I'm just some rich thought exploiting young men. I never said that in my video. Like, you can go watch the video. It is age restricted, so you have to be signed in to see it. I never was like, oh, this bitch is a rich thought. She's exploiting young men on Twitch. No, I mean, yeah, I said that you're doing it for money and attention, but I wouldn't necessarily say that's the same thing as being some rich thought exploiting people on the internet. You're sucking on a microphone because you know that on Twitch that type of shit gets attention. And you got the type of attention that you asked for. The only difference is I guess it didn't convert into something else, and now you want interviews so you can get clout because people didn't inherently follow you for sucking on a microphone. I don't know what else to tell you. Maybe make better content and that'll happen, but then she basically started accusing me of being disingenuous this entire time, which is funny because I literally offered out and extended the olive branch for this to get cleared up so I could correct whatever mistake I apparently made. No, you just told me to post everything on Twitter, and now you're picking and choosing bullet points to twist my words on, and that's why you didn't want to do an interview, because it's hard to twist someone's words live. No, the reason I didn't do an interview with you is because I'm not giving you the actual light of day and attention that you actually want, right? Like, I'm not gonna fucking shout your Twitch out or your Facebook gaming page out so you can sit there and gain followers from making up bullshit arguments against me and just kind of like lying about shit that I said and implying that I said and did shit that I never said or did, because it's very clear all you want is attention. And trust me, you're getting attention. The only difference is I'm fucking sitting here, I'm responding to you like you want, but you're not getting any of the actual benefit of it that you wanted. You're basically just getting shit on for the YouTube video. I'm destroying this argument because it's stupid. I told you to post everything on Twitter because that's the most reasonable and logical thing to do. I'm not gonna fucking add you on Discord and sit there for 30 minutes while you explain to me how good you are at Facebook gaming videos, and why that has somehow anything to do with the fact that I said what you're doing on Twitch is stupid. A, you have no coherent thought process whatsoever. It's almost like your brain just operates in like a loop where it's just insert random comment, deflect argument, recycle. And I'm not picking and choosing bullet points, I'm just addressing comments that you made. And the only reason I'm not showing other tweets, in fact, is because like 50% of the shit you sent me was just you spamming a link to the same Facebook gaming video that you made, and I can't show that because the whole point is to not give you attention, so I'm not shouting out your fucking video that you spammed at me 40 times. No one's twisting your words. Like, I'm not manipulating the screenshots. I'm not manipulating anything you've said. I'm not cutting context out. Everything that you've said here is getting completely addressed. I don't think you know what twisting someone's words means, if that's what you think it is. Then she basically started, like, making fun of me for my Facebook gaming page, I guess. I don't know. I have, like, 1.2k followers on Facebook because I never have used it, really, until, like, maybe a month and a half ago when I first got my Facebook gaming deal, and also for about 70% of the time I've had that deal, my Facebook page has been inaccessible. So she's making fun of me because she has like more followers on Facebook gaming or whatever, and oh, you LMFAO, you have 1.2k followers. I'm not sure what that once again has anything to do with, like in terms of what we were supposed to be talking about, how wrong I was with the content that I made. I'm starting to believe that I wasn't actually wrong and you're just kind of bullshitting me here. But yeah, that was kind of what the argument just devolved into her fucking like malding and coping, essentially. I guess she ignored the fact that I have like 1.2 million subscribers on just one of my YouTube channels, and I have like 109k maybe on just a second one. Apparently she missed that part, I don't know, but like I said, the argument just kind of devolved from here. You mad, bro? If I'm a nobody and nobody cares about me, then why do you need to make a video? This is in response to me saying no one gave a shit about her Facebook gaming deal because it's not the point. Yeah, she unironically said you mad, bro, like it's a fucking like 2012 troll meme, you know? I think that really kind of says enough, but why I'm showing this. She says, if I'm a nobody and nobody cares about me, why do you need to make a video? Okay. First off, you just went from telling me how massive you are on Facebook gaming and why you're so important and trying to, I guess, belittle me in a way for having less Facebook gaming followers than you. But now you're trying to argue that you're not anyone, right? Because it doesn't matter what you do, right? And I'm making the video because you're just bullshitting. Like, you have a couple thousand followers on your Twitter. You have an audience of 40,000 people on your Facebook gaming page. You're not technically just a nobody, right? Like, you have more of a following than like 99% of the entire population of Earth, and you're making up bullshit about me, right? You're propagating bullshit about me. You saying I made videos that I never made and I got clout somehow off of that. You're claiming that I'm twisting your words in content that I make and that I'm basically in a way lying or misrepresenting what you say. That's, you know, I feel like serious enough to respond to. I mean, sure, it's not the end all be all of my channel. It's not like my channel collapses tomorrow, but I don't like to sit on the fact that maybe I fucked up in one of my videos. I don't like to sit around and think that maybe I really did misrepresent someone's argument and mess something up for an audience of hundreds of thousands of people who watch my videos, right? Because that's not cool. I wouldn't want somebody to do the same thing to me, so I try to treat people how I'd want to be treated. And what it got me in this situation was you being completely fucking moronic, so that's why I needed to make the video. Plus, to be honest, it's an easy video, right? Like, I get this one out, I have another video out, I got 2 videos out today, man. LMFAO, clout chaser, you could have just sucked the mic yourself. Well, no, actually, I couldn't have just sucked the mic myself because I don't need to do that to get attention on the internet, okay? People watch me because they like my opinions, or they like the gameplay in the background or whatever, or they're just interested in the topic at hand, right? I don't have to suck on microphones for quote-unquote ASMR content on Twitch to get a little bit of validation, right? So she got weirdly sexual after this for some reason. I don't know. I think it was supposed to be funny or something. Like, she was supposed to be like joking, but it was just kind of like fucking weird. Sub to Optimus went from no one cares about you to I have to make a video about you to show that you're full of shit. Prob jerking off right now as he degrades me. Yeah, degrade me more, daddy. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about, right? Like, apparently, if you criticize somebody, right, and you give them the opportunity to clear the air, right, about what you apparently said or did that was wrong, and they don't take the opportunity, but instead take the opportunity to stroke their own fucking ego on repeat about a Facebook gaming deal, apparently that means that you're just beating it, right? Just getting all in there, you know what I mean? Just so happy. I've been degrading her, quote unquote. I've been just going so hard. I degraded her so fucking bad, you know? I stripped her of her womanhood. That's how bad that I degraded her, probably, man. Keep in mind, I made a video criticizing something she did on the internet. I think that really kind of says everything right there. The fact that criticizing someone and, you know, trying to, I guess, extend the offer to fix what you apparently said wrong is degrading somebody. That shows you who you're kind of dealing with when you talk about these kinds of situations. The intelligence just isn't there, right? Like, they're just not interested in having a legitimate conversation about it, right? Unless, of course, they can get some actual fucking attention and, like, some, like, followers out of it, right? You were targeting me by putting me in the video and making general statements about all ASMR creators taking advantage of young men. You used my image to push a narrative that wasn't my narrative. So, ironic you say that, considering everything you've said about me so far is just not fucking true. The things you say that I said, I never said. The things you say I did, I never did. I'm using you to push a narrative that wasn't your narrative, yet I've used like a dozen of your tweets directly to respond to you. How isn't that your narrative, right? The video clip is of you. The whole situation involved you. I never said all ASMR creators are taking advantage of young men. In fact, I never once claimed that you took advantage of anyone. I never said that. So the fact that you keep saying that I said that indicates that either A, you're too dumb to realize what I actually said because for whatever reason, things being explained to you clearly just isn't enough. B, you're just very disingenuous and you think that you're trolling, but in reality, you're making yourself look like a complete fucking idiot because nobody's laughing except for you. Not really a joke at that point. Or C, you're intentionally doing this and you're intentionally misconstruing what's going on, basically in order to play victim and to make it out like you're being attacked and hated on for literally no reason when that's just not the case and it's provably not the case. Making a YouTube video and including you as an example of something that I'm talking about in general is not targeting you. If I made, 70 videos in a row where I was just, digging up personal details about you, fucking with you, and things like that, yeah, go ahead and say I'm targeting you at that point, right? If the next 3 months of uploads is about your Facebook gaming page, yeah, just say I'm targeting you. But until then, don't bullshit me. Speaking to you is like speaking to my Alexa, lol. You're so robotic. Just make your clip already and twist up all my words. If we would have done an interview, I think this would have been all a lot less confusing. I hope you gain praise from a bunch of esports cheaters. I mean, quote, streamers. I don't even know what the fuck she's talking about at this point, right? Like, who praises me, you know? Is Ninja praising me? Since we're talking about esports gamers and shit? Because I haven't seen that yet. Who are these esports cheaters, streamers that are praising me, right? What the fuck are you talking about? It wouldn't have been any less confusing if we did an interview because you're just not able to be spoken to. Like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You get so wrapped up somehow when you're having just a normal conversation that you forget what point you're trying to make and just start arguing random shit. But I'm supposed to have a live conversation with you? I think if I had to hear somebody be this blatantly just not smart, I guess is the best way to put it and the nicest way to put it. In person, or like, I guess in an interview setting, they need to admit me to the psych ward, bro. I'd have like a mental breakdown or something. But since we're talking about how speaking to one another is, speaking to you is like talking to a fucking dyslexic second grader. The only difference is at least a dyslexic second grader has an excuse. You're a grown adult and you can't fucking spell or string a sentence together without screwing it up somehow. Once again, how am I twisting up all your words? Like, the screenshots are right here. Mr. Robot doesn't like big comfy uwu time? Poor thing, I'm fucking dead. If that clip made you mad at me, instead of laugh, you need help, my friend. It's obviously funny as fuck. Even my mom laughed and you're making it out to be villainous, which is not a word. Villainous is what you meant, right? Okay, Mr. Robot, right? I don't know where she got that. I guess sometimes I talk monotone. I don't know. She keeps, I don't know. I don't fucking know. But what do you mean big comfy uwu time? Like, what are you talking about? Because I criticized you being a moron on Twitch and on Twitter, that means I don't like big comfy uwu time? You don't even know me. Apparently, if you didn't laugh at her shitty attempt at a joke, you need help. It's obviously funny as fuck. Even her mom laughed. Maybe if your mom didn't encourage the stupid shit you do, you wouldn't be having this happen to you. You wouldn't be getting shit on the internet. People wouldn't criticize you for doing weird shit, for doing shit for clout and like validation and attention, right? Tell your mom to stop fucking laughing and actually tell you not to do something for once. And situations like this may just not happen in the future. I guess if her mom laughs because her mom's the professor of comedy or something, that means it's just so funny that everyone just has to fucking laugh. I don't, what was the joke? I don't get it. What's the joke? You put an ASMR microphone in your mouth and you sucked it, right? Like you were on the hub. Okay, where's the punchline? Where's the joke? Where's the comedic relief? I guess if the comedic relief is the fact you look like a complete fucking moron doing that, and people point out the blatant hypocrisy in how Twitch handles situations, if that's, I guess, a fucking hilarious joke, then maybe you are just the funniest person of all time. But until then, let's go ahead and actually address what this is. You'll constantly go between, oh, I'm just kidding, right? It was all just a big joke, you know? You're not taking my side of the story into account, to you're misrepresenting my words, right? Like, you're not letting me talk. Either it's serious or it was a joke. Either it was your side of the story and you're trying to clear the air, or it was you trying to be funny. It's not both, but at the end of the day, easy dunk. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus. Well, I'm responding to Twitch e-girls who apparently just missed the point for a profession, and signing out.